Okay, good evening sa inyo. While waiting for our participants, so I would like to welcome everyone, especially for those who will be watching this on replay. So welcome to our webinar. Tonight's webinar is about our RBT's box strategy. So this is going to be, this RBT box was discussed in part 3 of our trading strategy. And this is now going to be, we can call it part 3B. So this is more of an example of actual application of RBT box. So especially our trade plan for Ethereum that was posted 3 days ago, last Sunday. So I'll discuss this one as well as other application of RBT box. And hopefully, I'm not sure. Maybe I can still discuss about what do you call this? I can still discuss about the axe strategy. But for now, I'll be focusing on the RBT box. So good evening. I'll give you some time, maybe 2 more minutes before we start. Okay. We'll just wait for other participants. And while waiting, I'll just check my phone. Sorry, I have to speak. I have to speak English because we have some foreign nationalities or also member of our patron group, and there will be more foreign nationalities, non-Filipino uh, members uh, who's going non-Filipino who's definitely going to be members in the future. So at least this is in anticipation of future watch and rewatch of this video for future members of our patron. So thank you. So welcome Ryan Yumang. So is already present. So far we have a few participants. So we still have to wait for a couple of minutes more before we can start. And just in case you haven't seen or studied our the part 3A of this trading strategy, so you have to watch it first, no? So stop watching right now just in case for those who will be watching this on a replay, then watch first the part 3 or part 3A so that yeah, you'll understand the principle behind of this box strategy. Then after that, of course, you can watch this now. Okay. Bumaba pala siya, no? Dito. Five, five. Okay. Good. Mm. Mhm. Okay. Good. So, so how many do we have? Okay. So we'll just wait a little more. And I think this is going to be just a short discussion, especially if there's really not much questions coming from our participants. But I'll do my best to discuss the best I could about the RBT box principle. So a little bit more. So I'll check. Unfortunately, no, for those uh, uh, watching and who trade or executed our um, trade plan for Ethereum for today, this morning. So unfortunately, it's already invalid. Okay, so I made some mistake in the trade plan that I have not considered because this I actually use a higher time frame of 2 hours. I found out, no, I found where's the fault when I converted it into 1 hour time frame. So it shows that the direction is most likely going up. If we'll make a trend line here, I'm not sure if it's here or here, right? So it shows that there's going to be a retest of this level. That's why it retested at this level. Okay, that's why it retested at this level. So when we prepare this trade plan, actually the price was already in this area. And what we could have done is that, especially if I have checked it correctly, this is most likely uh, to move on an upward direction, at least temporarily, to complete this pattern. So what we would have done is to buy at this point and play a long trade until it goes into this part. I think it's on this part, but it's a little bit late now to buy or to play a long trade. So it's going to reach about this part. So if we were able to get it from here, so we were expecting more or less around 10% of profit. But since it's already late, so it's already in this part already, so we have a very high risk to reward ratio. So we won't be able to maximize the use of leverage in this case. And if our anticipation is just to get about 6%, 7% of profit with no leverage, so that won't be a good trade plan. No? But even if it's just a 5% or 7% profit, if we got it from the support level, then that's okay because we'll use 100 times leverage. So this becomes instead of 6% or 7%, this becomes 600 or 700%. Then we will just have a less than 1% of cut loss. So just like what happened here, although this is an invalid rate plan already, but since our entry is here, our exit is in this red line, so we have less than 1% just in case our cut loss will be hit, or in this case it was hit. For those who haven't cut loss yet or stop loss, so you should have already exited at this level when the price is still here, and you could have at least 100% more profit, more than 100% profit. Yes. Okay, so I think we can start now. So welcome to our participants. So this is going to be our part 3 of our trading strategy webinar. So actually this is going to be about 5-part or 6-part trading strategy training course. And each trading strategy, we will have an example of maybe 1 or 2 examples. So there's going to be part 1A, B, part 1B, part 1 C, or part 2B, part 3, part 2C. So the part 2, the B part B or C, will focus mostly on examples. So for example, right now, so this is more on our actual application or actual trading that happened using our box strategy. Okay, so if a reminder again, so if you haven't reviewed or studied yet our box strategy, RBT box strategy, so go back to our part 3 of our trading strategy. So you would know the principle behind this, but I anticipate that you already know that, so I'll proceed with my discussion. So with this, maybe I can remove this part, or maybe put it here. So as I said uh, in our previous webinar, drawing a box or plotting a box is subjective. It depends, right? So you can plot a box to the highest price level, to the lowest price level, then form a box like this one. For example, I'll remove this one, for example. So if we want to get the whole picture of this, at least this chart, so we can put a box starting from here, then to here. Okay? And we can extend it. Let's just change the color, maybe this one. Yeah. Okay. And let's make this lighter. Yeah, this one. Okay. Then we extend it up to farthest right. Okay. So this one. So the purpose of this one is, of course, to know the resistance and support level of our existing chart. Okay. But the important part, and I said the one of the most, actually, the most important part of the box is the middle part. So this is the middle part. Ay, sorry. I'll just remove this one. So this middle part, okay? So this middle part is basically 50% of the box. So to be sure, we can use the gun box and check the 50%. This one. And this one. And 50% is about here, so we'll just make an adjustment. So as you can see, for this whole chart, this is the middle part of the box. So most of the time, the chart or price level respects the middle part of the box. There are other middle part of the box actually, so we can actually make this one as a separate box, and we can put another horizontal line here. Let's just make a horizontal line, and this is actually the middle part of this upper box. So it's up to you. These are all subjective, no? Because it gives us an idea of where the price actually lands or stays momentarily, what levels it respects, and also gives us an idea what is our current location or position, or what is the current position of the price. So that's very important. I'll just change this to 2-hour time frame and put it back again. Okay, so if it makes sense, if this helps, then you can put another line here, middle part of this upper box, and another middle part of this lower box. So maybe I can put another one, and maybe use again a gun box from here to here. You would know this is going to be very helpful once you get to master this the use of RBT box. So I'll just adjust it here. So you would notice also this is subjective, but the price level actually makes sense whenever it jumps from level to level. For example, the whole box. You see at least from this one, once it makes it's jump from here, before going here, it stopped in this level, and you would see that when it stopped at this level, you might want to consider that this level that it stopped, where it stopped, is actually when you extended your box. For example, you haven't made this box yet, for example, and this hasn't happened yet. Okay, this part hasn't happened yet. So what you'll do is, okay, so you have this part because from this part, this is the highest price. Then it went as low as this one, as this one. Then after that, price move above the resistance level of the box. Then made a small consolidation at this level. So what you can immediately do is at least project how much further or how much higher it can go up. So by projecting that one, so we can make a clone of this, maybe we can make a clone of this box. See? And we can move this upward. And you would see that this is the farthest that the highest level that it goes from this level to this level. So you will have an idea just in case. So okay, even before that, you would notice we have an axe. So we already have an axe. We have a box on the lower part. Let's say you haven't you haven't put a top part of the box yet because you haven't identified the top level of this price, but you have already identified an axe, and with this you will project what's going to happen, and you know that once we have this structure, once it breaks the structure, it's going to be bearish pattern. This is our structure, right? This dotted line, this dash line is structure. The price breaks the structure. We already have an idea that it's going to be bearish, but at least we have an idea that once it breaks, it's not 100%, okay, but it has high probability that what's going to happen is that the price will stop at this level. So this is the other use of this box. What happened? Yeah. Okay. So it breaks first our structure. It went at this the price went at this level and goes down. Then after that, as I said, the options could be head and shoulder, this one, then shoulder, head, then we'll have another shoulder. Or the other one is double tap pattern, double tap. And the other one is the 127 fib retracement. Although my focus, um, our topic for tonight is box, but I'm just including this one because it's a very great combination between combining the axe pattern and the box pattern. So for example, again, we haven't we haven't put the box yet on top of this, so we know that the third option that is going to perform, or that's most probably going to happen, is fib 127, this one. And okay, it just hit fib 127 level. Okay, just a little bit more. So this gives you an idea that I could go at this price level, but at this point you don't know yet if it's going to be on that level, or it's going to be on just in this level, or at least in this level. But knowing that once you use the box, you now have a bias or inclination that of the three options that the price will do. Three option is it will perform head and shoulder, shoulder, head and shoulder here. Another one is top, then double top here. The other one is fib 127. So you have an idea that most likely it's going to perform 127. So that's one way to use our RBT box. So we don't know yet what's going to happen here. We already know that there's already box here. Actually, let's say this hasn't materialized yet. Okay, for example, yeah. So if we're going to draw backs, so we have a box from here. This is the top. This is the bottom. Okay, as the prices move, as the price or the candle moves, we saw that it was forming an axe, or at least it made the price made it to this level. Then went down again to the support level or previous resistance level. Then we know that it's going to that it's going up again, but we don't have an idea, will it break this structure? Once it break its structure and made this price, what's going to be the next the next movement? Is it going to be just at this structure level to make head and shoulder pattern? Will it be just at this level to make a double top pattern, or will it make a fib 127 level just like this one? We don't know yet, but if we're going to use this one, even if it hasn't happened yet, so we knew that most probably, see, there's nothing happening yet in this level, in this region, but we already know that since we use the other part of the box, that it might go at this level. Yeah. Okay. So that's other one way to use the box. Okay. Then the other one, of course, as I've said, this is subjective. Okay. So you can adjust it based on your biases, as long as you can check the pattern. No? You can see the pattern that it is forming. Okay, so with this one, we know that this is already the level. Okay, this is already the level. Even without this one, for example, we put it. Let's put it down again. Put this down again. Okay, so we knew that this is our box, upper part of the box, lower part of the box. As I've said, di ba? This is usually a bull trap level, But since it already formed that level, so you can actually make an adjustment of your box, put it up here, then maybe then you can use your gun box, and try to identify the other half of this one, so you would see that it makes sense why it consolidated at this part. Okay, at this part. So this is actually the half part of this one. So even before, okay, so even before this happened, so you will have an idea of what's going to happen. So once you knew, you learned that, oh, okay, so price from here went down here, then only went stop at this level and make a consolidation at this level, you will have an idea that the next level of the price will be at least twice this much. Okay? Twice this much. Yan. Okay? Yan. Twice that much. Okay. And next, since you already knew about that one, okay? So we can put this back again. I think this was the price. Put it back again there. Then as I've said, so we'll have to wait what's the next pattern is going to perform, but since we already knew that it consolidated at this area or retest the previous support area, then we'll make another box here. Then at least we have an idea that the limit is going to be just in this level. At least you also have an idea, not only with the box, you just always have to look back or look left. So before this happens, at least you already have an idea what is the most recent resistance, or where is the most recent resistance of the chart. So this one. Okay? So actually this already gives you an idea that most probably the next resistance is about in this level. Just like what happened here. Okay? So that's one way of using the box. Okay? Then I have to adjust this now and put this into middle part. 50%. And this 50% played a lot of role in this chart. As you can see, so as it moves from our axe pattern, then price went up, breaks the trend line or the structure, then goes up again, then performed the FIB 127. What happened is that it retest again our previous support. Then after that one, we knew that we knew that because of the axe pattern, most probably it will just make a head and shoulder pattern just like this one, because you can consider this as just one head. Then it performed a head and shoulder pattern, so it really showed a very bearish pattern. So it retested this part again. Then since lately the price direction of the market is on a bearish, the pattern that it's showing is bearish. So I choose, or I opt to play short trading instead of long trade, because for example here, so price is already about middle part of this one. Okay, and as you can see, it made a triple bottom pattern. So we have a bottom here, a bottom here, a bottom here. So this actually shows a strong bullish pattern. Okay, but because although the long term moving average, let's check the long term moving average. Long term moving average is, I think, still bullish. Maybe this one. And let's close this one, this one, this one, this one, or let's remove. Where is it? Yeah, the long-term moving average is still bullish, and it actually bounced in MA 200. So there's really a chance that it's going to perform a bullish movement, but I would rather wait for it to bounce and reach the resistance level and play short short trade, because this is just on a 2-hour time frame. Okay, so don't get confused. We need to change this to 1 hour 1 day time frame, because that's what we should look at. Okay, so basically it's still doing the trend is still on an upward movement. Yeah, but because of the difference from between, how much is this, from 4,300 something, and it went as low as 1,000. So more, I think this is more than 50% already. Oh, this is already 60%. So though in a long term, it's still a uptrend uptrend movement, but since lately it's showing sign of weakness, so I choose to trade short or to play short trading. Yeah, so that's why. Okay. So, and unlike most of the traders, I think prior to yesterday, or at least during the weekend, everyone was expecting a breakout already. But since in our trading, in our technical analysis, we saw, and as a result that it could, or the probability is actually for it to uh, mm, is to, for the price to be lower, to go lower. So our trade plan is our trade plan was actually for short trading. Okay, but this is just for this level only. Okay, I still think that there's going to be some rebound or bounce of the price of all crypto. So that's why, although we anticipated that the price will go down, but the maximum or the limit that I made is actually the only down to this level. So it almost made this level of 22. Okay, so it went down as low as this one. So while the price is still on a downward, or while everybody is still waiting for the price to be bullish, so most of our trade plan is still on bearish or short trading. Okay, so that's a sample of our RBT box on how you can use it. So it's up to you. It's very subjective. So whenever you have a chart, okay, and based on what you're seeing on a chart, for example, maybe I'll make a duplicate of this one. And ETH again. ETH USDT. Okay, so if this is 1 hour time frame, okay, so let's say for example here, uh, let's uh, let's adjust our chart and then remove the volume. For example here, so if we're going to make a little bit further, yon. So if we're going to make a little more, okay, here. So for example, this is the chart that we're seeing. It hasn't happened yet. Okay, so it's up to us not to choose. So if you want to start here, it's okay. So this is the latest. Then you will check based from here. From here, from this price, it went as low as this one. So you can make a box from here. This one. Then down to this one. Then you can extend this further. Then from that, okay, so you'll have an idea of what's happening with the price um, by plotting a box. Then let's check for 50% gun box from here to here. And okay, so you would notice, at least since we started here, for example, we don't know yet what will happen in this part. So we'll extend it from here to here. Okay, by simply plotting a box or rectangular shape, or a box. We call it box. Sometimes others call it Darvas box, but the principle of Darvas box is actually different. The principle of this one is actually to use the middle part or the other middle part of depending on the levels of the box. So if you for example, if you will treat this upper part as a separate box, then you can make another middle part of that one. Okay, then another middle part of this one. So you would notice that somehow, at least it usually respects the middle parts of the box. So for example, let's remove this first. Let's focus on the middle part. Okay, this one. So price went up here, went as low in this one. So it made some movements. So you would notice it respected here, this part, Then after that, it respected this again. Then it made a move, then respected this part again. So as long as the price is still inside the box, so we at this part at this point we could say that the price movement is in range. Okay? Because what we want is some volatility, some momentum happening. So on this part, this is in range, and usually if it's taking too long, the price is taking too long, or stays in range in too long, usually the box is not really that applicable. You just have to wait, especially if you are, and you need to have patience to wait what it will do next once it breaks out or it breaks down. So for example, in this one, so it moves in a range inside the box, but after this one, so from here it went down, then retested the middle part of the box. The other important thing that you need to consider when using a box, tip number 2, the first tip is you can make what do you call, you can make a for example, you can make a half of the box. For example, this one, a half. For example, the price is here, okay, but the price went as low as this part, okay, but from that part, before it goes in that price, it is from here. So maybe then you can anticipate what's going to be the next movement. So usually, not this one. If you make a clone of this box, then put it up, so you would know that this is going to be the limit. So even though, so this was the previous example, okay? So previous example, as I've from this one, I've shown from this one. So you would anticipate the next movement of the price, at least not really anticipate, but makes a projection with high probability that most likely, since it moved from here to here, then it moved already, it made some movement after that one. So you can make another box. This is subjective. This depends on how well you understand it. So for example, price went down from here to here, okay? But after that one, it went from here to this point, then it went again from this point, then maybe, then that's the time you can draw a box from here to here, then project it. So you would have an idea that, okay, so for example, price went here, from this part down to this part, then went up to this part, then retested this area. You would have an idea that, okay, maybe I can buy from this part and make some measurement. From here, I could gain as much as 12%. Okay? So not only at this part, you know that it's going to reach this part, but other than that, you have a bias that the price could go as high as this level. Because you made a duplication or a duplicate of this box, that since it performed this level, this actually is still is still part of the what I so called the mirroring or duplication principle, mirroring principle. So for the price or for the chart or every price movement, there's usually a mirroring that's happening or a duplication. So what's happening in this level, the duplication can happen between both up and down, and left and right. So what's happening here could happen here. So what happened here gives you an idea of what will happen here. What happened here gives you an idea of what might happen in this level. Okay? So if we're going to apply the principle of mirroring or duplication, so we knew based from this box, okay? So it made at this to this point, then down to this point, then retested this level, and it actually made an inverted head and shoulder. So at least you should still use our classical or our usual chart pattern and technical analysis. So you saw that there's an inverted head and shoulder, retested this part as a double bottom, but actually it's a head and shoulder, for example, like this one. So you have an idea that at minimum, you will have a 6%, you have a 6% profit if you enter at this level. But more than that, you have you will have a confidence that more than that, it may, I'm not saying that it's going to be a certainty, but that it may reach up to this level. So instead of just earning about 6%, you have 14%. Especially if you're going to use some leverage. 14%, then times 100 times 50, you have 700% profit, 1,500, 1,400 profit. So, okay, again, that's the first use or one of the uses of our RBT box to predict what's going to happen with the price for this one. The other thing is, once it breaks the box, this always gives you an idea that price usually, most of the time, goes back again to at least the resistance level or support level of the box. Okay? So, from here, it breaks the box. Then, but of course, you should also know how to read candles properly. Other than breaking the box, and I said that it's going to return to at least reach this level. So for example, you already knew from this one, okay, you can buy from here. Then you will have at least at minimum you have 6% profit. It doesn't matter if it goes up, if it goes down. At least at minimum you have a profit of this one. Actually, this happened with Dito. So let's make an example. Dito and actually even I'm not sure ASEN. And I use actually this is one of the uh, sample that actually materialized after a day before it happened. The day before Dito made a bullish run. I made an analysis of it while it was going down. So we have, for example, this one. As you can see, maybe I'll just put this into 2-hour time frame. So we have this box. So whatever the reason for this box, I already forget. Maybe from here to, I don't know. I think it's maybe because from here. So the okay, the box was plotted in this one. Okay, but actually what I said usually is that from the highest, because the price from here, it went from there. Usually, you plot your box from the highest to the first part, to the first support level that it made from here. So it this is going to be one impulse from here to this one is one impulse. So maybe we can put it there. Okay, maybe we can put it also here because this is a little bit lower already. But to be safe, you just have to retest. So from this one to this one is one impulse. Okay, so the price made an aggressive move downward from here, right? From here, it actually made some retest of this one. So it depends. You can use this one. You can use this one. It doesn't matter. But for we have to conservative in our projection. So we can use this one just in case how much further it may go up, just in case it goes down. So because if we put it here, so our projection will be high. So let's just say, for example, from here. So from here, price goes down, 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 down. And after this one, it made an aggressive move. This one, and we knew that, of course, so it already left the box, inside part of the box, and it made it down to this level. Actually, even here, it's up to you, right? So, for example, you bought from this level, and the price could still go down, but one almost guarantee, a guarantee of high probability now, not 100% guarantee, a guarantee that most of the time, maybe 70% of the time, the price will always or most of the time, not always, but most of the time, retest the support or previous support level of the box. Usually that's the case. So even though Dito is actually making a bullish run, like for example, if it's really bearish, it will still make this part, then after that will perform its bearish trend. And this one, at least you will have an idea that since it made an aggressive move, you know that if it's going to return, it's going to be aggressive as well, because these are large candles. So that's why from here, okay, so it made from here, then to here, then to here. This is what we call the power move, or at least we can call this power candles. Once you see that the price movement, or the price made, or the candle made an aggressive move of large candles, expect the next movement to be um, um, aggressive movements as well. For example, for this one, this may start from here, then make a reversal from here to here. But since it didn't do that, so it made an aggressive move from here down to here. So we can still expect that the next one, if it's not going to be bullish, then it's bearish. So it made an aggressive again. It made a gap down and aggressive move down again. And after that, it made an aggressive move upward. Okay, so you have an idea. So that's why when this happened, actually, a lot of the trader, actually, when they consulted me and I performed my analysis, then they immediately bought at EOD. I think they bought at EOD. Then enjoy this. I think this is 30%. Even though it would not make the, even though it will not make the, it will not make it inside the box. Okay, you would still have a 26% of profit. But you should also consider this part, of course. It may end at this one. So at least from this one, you have a 15% profit. Okay? And other than this aggressive move, you really have an idea that it's going to be an aggressive bullish move the next days or few days, because there are no candles, other activities in this part. Okay? So this price or candle is free to do whatever it wants. So from here, so it went up to that one. So going back again to Ethereum, maybe this one. Okay, yeah. So example, so as I've said, so it made an aggressive move, then it break it broke the box, our RBT box. So as I've said, so don't worry, once it breaks the box, usually it goes back to the resistance level, or to the previous support level. Not only because of the box, because this part is actually, because this is the part, this now became our potential reversal zone. And since this is the support of the box, so that's why this is the whole support of this uh, box. Okay? Yan. And since there are no other candles below here, you would see, there are no candles below here. So it easily made a jump, a reversal movement from bearish to bullish, because there are no other activities, other consolidation, other candles in this level. And after that one, okay, so again, it made an aggressive move. Yeah. And since these are aggressive pattern candles, so it made a recovery again just to retest this part. So actually, this is one of the reason why I use the um why I use the basis of my trade plan that was invalid, actually. Trade plan for today that became invalid because of this one. It will try to retest this support, or this resistance, but as you can see, so it's losing strength. But unfortunately, in the case of Ethereum, this is the one thing that haven't observed, that is actually making some strength. It keeps on pushing more, pushing more, pushing more. So it's gaining a strength or momentum, that signifying that it's going to be strong. It's going to make a bullish movement. But unlike this one, this previous one, so it hit the resistance this time. It didn't hit the resistance. It just made an attempt through top wick, a small top wick. Then after that, it made another failed attempt. Then after that, it became, the rest is history. Okay? So That's the other use of our RBT box. If you want to earn using it, at least even in a bearish pattern, or at least as if you will see that it's making a failed attempt, or the price is weakening at this level, then you can now start making a trade plan for short trading. So once, twice failed, then thrice failed, then this is now one double tap, single tap, double tap, triple tap, or quadruple tap. You can call it like that. Then you can buy here, then start selling short. And it didn't recover from that. Oh, it didn't recover. So as you would see, the last attempt that it made. So that's why I said that the most important part of the box is actually the middle part, because it's in the middle part that it will start its strength or its weakness. So once it makes a failed attempt to break the middle part, then that's the start usually of its trend. So but on this in this case, it's a downtrend. And after that, since it happened already, so we can actually make an adjustment. Okay, so we can make it in this one. So because this is now the whole chart before this breaks down, then you can adjust again your middle part. So this one, we can adjust this one. We can adjust this one. Yan. So maybe from here and yeah, from this one. Then so again, even though we already made an adjustment, as you can see, no, it still respected the middle part of the box. Ay, ganito pala to. Sorry. Still respected the middle part of the box. So from here, it went from here to here, respected this one, then made an attempt here, then after this one, so made a small attempt again to recover in the middle part of the box, then until it fails. Yan. Yeah, mga ganyan, okay? Pero if not, from there, you can also make an adjustment. So that's why I said that this is actually subjective. So you can again maybe I'll remove this one. So make a box from here. Okay, so this is the top most. Then this is the lowest, at least from this part. Okay, from this part of the chart. Okay, this is the topmost, and this is the lowest most. Then lower part of the box. Then let's check the 50%. Let's check this 50% here. Then let's see what will happen. Okay, from here. Usually I just use the body. And I have to adjust this one again. Almost same thing, right? So from here, price from here went down here, then respected again the middle from here, made an attempt at the middle from here, then made an attempt here, then it fails. Yan. So as I've said, this is actually subjective, so it's up to you how you're going to interpret it. And the good thing is that we will not be using this alone. We will be combining this with our Z pattern, with our X pattern. Next time, I think for our weekend session, I'll make a sample, more sample about X pattern. Then after that, make an example of a combination of all different trading strategies, X pattern, Z pattern, and box pattern. Yan, from there. Okay, then from here again, then we can prepare another box, for example. For example, at this one, this is the highest, this is the lowest. Okay, then let's check the middle part. Usually, this is the middle part. As you can see, okay, so it made an attempt from here to here, then this is the last attempt before it goes down. Not yet. Pero we can check again. So up to now, actually, it's still traversing the middle part of the box. So at this point, actually, it is, we can say that the price movement is actually in a range there. So it's still in a range. And if this is the highest part of, let's change this to a 4 hour time frame. For our time frame, then this is the jump that it made, the first jump it made, and this is the lowest. So this is one impulse, okay? Then we can check for the half part. Let's use Canbox. Yan. Okay. There. So you can see, so up to now, it is actually in a range. So with this, by looking at this, we can see that this is a little bit scary. That's why this is a little bit scary if you're going to play a short trade, because for now it is still respecting the upper part of the box. So that's why and the location of price is in the middle. So that's why we need to wait first for the price to either go up at this level or go down at this level before we can make a a better trade plan. We can make a trade plan from here, but the problem is that it could go either way. It could go up, it could go down. Okay, so that's why our new trade plan is to wait for it to go to this level, resistance level, so that once it cuts, at least it breaks the box, so we can immediately exit and using our cut loss. Okay, but from here it would be difficult. Price could either go immediately, could go down immediately, then goes up again immediately because of the volatility. So that's why you can see there are lots of volatility. This is one movement from here to here, one movement from here to here, from movement from here to here. So even though, for example, your bias is for the price to go up, okay, so you will play a long trade, but it can make a sudden drop. At least inside the box, then you will hit your cut loss if you have a cut loss, because especially if you are using a leverage, then it will be hit, then price moves upward. Then you lose your mind that okay, it hit my cut loss level, but my projection is correct. The price is really going up, but the problem is that my cut loss level was hit. So that's why we avoid playing in the middle of the box. So, recap, the use of the box. Actually, there's a third one also. But I'll go first. So, for the first one, at least we can project or anticipate what would be the next limit of the price based on the existing based on the box that we initially plot. For example, this one. So, this one. Okay, so we have an example that since, okay, price, or even before that, for example, this one. Okay, so from here, price went up here. Okay, from here to here, so you want to play short. So this is, so if you're going to play short, you will have about 20% of profit, right? But you know that by using the box principle, you will just duplicate it, then put it here. Then there's a big probability that you will not only profit 20%, but up to 50%. Okay, but of course, upon seeing that, for example, this hasn't happened yet. For example, this part, yeah, this one hasn't happened yet. So, but you projected that it's going to reach this level, this price. You'll just have to check back. So, where is, did it hit anything or anywhere here at this level? So you could check that. Oh, okay, so most probably it's this level or this level, or at least previous resistance. So this is the previous. This was the previous resistance. This one, this one. So it makes sense that okay. So the box that we plotted is showing that price could go as low as here, or actually it went as low as this one, because there's, I think, a top wick in this one, but that we didn't consider. But of course, we usually do conservative plotting. We are conservative in our projection. So we just use the body and from body to body. Okay, from this one. Yeah. So instead of just initially having about 25% or 20% of profit, so you have more than 50% of profit by using our box strategy. Okay. And the other one is that using the box actually gives you an idea of or a chance to identify um, the maximum profit. Let's check. Wala na rito. Another one. I'll check what happened. Maybe I'll just put this in 1 hour time frame. Let's remove the boxes. Let's try to identify yung chart. Identify the chart. Okay, for example, this one. So, the use of box actually tells you and gives you an indication or gives you an advantage to take the most profit of the trend. For example, this one. This is the box and this is the box for this one. Okay, so price went up here. After going up here, it went down at least where is it? Maybe not that one. Maybe not this one, but let me check first. Yan box. 50% here. Okay. Usually gives you the most profit opportunity. Yan. Because usually before a price breaks out or breaks down, it usually tests middle part of our box. So for example, so for this one, so our price actually made from this point to this point. Then you identify the half. Usually it makes an attempt for the middle part of the box. It reaches the middle part of the box. Then it breaks down completely. Okay? So this is where the money comes in. This one. Another one. So maybe this one, for example, if you're only going to consider this part of the box, right? So uh, box again from this point to this point. There. That one. Then we'll put a middle part of the box, gun box again. And this one. See, again. So we have the resistance level, support level. Okay. So it made an attempt at the middle part of the box. Then it breaks down. So once it breaks down, so this is where the money. Okay. And it made an attempt again from this one. At least, you will earn from here up to this point. Okay. 21%. And after that one, okay, after it breaks down, you'll have another opportunity. Again, using this box again. It breaks the middle part of the box. Then consolidated at this level. Okay. It makes an attempt to break it, but it's actually just a it's actually just a bull trap. This bull trap. So what you'll do is wait for it to retest again, at least the middle part of the box. Once it retests the middle part of the box, then this is where the money now. At least this part. So you will have from this one to this one, 21%. Okay. So for this one again, so it's just a cycle. So you'll try to do it, backtest, and perform lots of practice. Try to identify as many boxes as possible, small boxes. Like for example, this one. So this is the highest, this is the lowest, and this is the middle part of the box. Let's check the gun box. This one. But when identifying, we can now consider the whole wait. Okay. This one and also this one. Okay, then 50% of the part of the box. Again, so you would notice again, right? So after it reaches the resistance support, right? Then it made a last attempt of reaching the middle part of the box. Then after that, it breaks down completely. Then this is where the money comes in. So once it breaks down, it made an attempt at the middle part. So this is where you can get most of your money, about 25% from there. Okay. And as I've said, usually it goes back again. So from here, at least going back into this level, so you can play again long of this one. But if not, okay. So since this is already completed, you then after that you can draw or plot another box again at least from this part. So this part, for example, what you choose is at least this level, maybe this level, um, or this level. Yan. This level, okay, or at least this whole one. Yan, this whole one. So let's see. I'm not sure if it will happen. Okay. After that one, not yet. Okay. So so this is the whole chart. So from this one to this one. So actually it doesn't make sense for this one because this is the whole impulse. So maybe we can make an adjustment for this one. This is the whole impulse. Then we can adjust this one. Then 50% is here. Also this one. Then 50% here. Okay, yon. So resistance, support, resistance. It breaks the support, comes back again, then retested the middle, as you can see. After it breaks the support, usually if it's going to be bullish, usually it retests up to the middle part of this one, just like what happened in dito. So that's why I have a very I'm very optimistic with dito because after breaking the middle part, it actually reached the after breaking the support level, it reached the middle part of the box. This one. I'm not sure if this the exact middle, but it seems to be. Yan, okay? Middle part. Oh, it made the middle part. It reached the middle part of the box. So, once it made after breaking down, then not only reaching the previous support level, but also made it to the middle part. That's already a sign that it's going to be a bullish. Or just a sign. So, still just a probability, but there's a high probability that's going to be a bullish. So just like this one, after breaking this one, so it made an attempt in the middle part. Then again, after that one, it already broke the middle part. Then the attempt was on the upper part of the box. So unlike this one, the attempt was from below, then made it attempted the middle as a resistance. But this one, it immediately broke, then retested the middle part as a support. Then it broke out. So that's how you use it. Usually, I'm not sure, but usually we can yan. So after that breaking out like that, so you have again from here about at least about 16% of profit from that one. And from here, so let's see, for example, so just like what's happening right now, let's check this one. So the highest was in here. Let's delete this. Then let's remove this one. Okay. So this is the highest and the lowest part. The highest and the lowest. Let's check if that is the case. Okay, at least in this part. Okay. Hmm, yan. Then maybe we can make this a 2-hour time frame so it will fit in our screen. Okay, then let us extend. Yun. So as you can see now, So it's retesting our support level. Okay? It's retesting our support level. And even without our trade plan, you would notice, okay, if we will just clone this, make a clone of the box, you would have an um, an idea, but not this one. Oh, so it's still going to make some move, okay, from here to here. Then from here, it's still going to make some move going down to this level. And let's see. Okay, it makes sense that it's going to be at this level soon. So maybe not now, but it's going to be um it's going to happen one of these days. So that's why my trade plan is for short trading. So I'll wait again for it to reach at least this level of resistance level to this point, so that we could maximize our profit if it reaches down again to this level. So we have a profit of more than 25%, more than 2,500%, just in case we use high leverage. If it makes it to this point. Okay. So our next trade plan actually is very basic, very simple, but it will take time, right? I think it's going to materialize in 2 or 3 days from now. So we use the maximum. So the maximum it could go is at least before 78% for it to be valid for the point from XA then to B. So it's just as simple as that. Okay? So that we can enter at this level, then we can make a profit from here to here to here to 2,600, 2,500, 2,300 something. So we can make a profit from there. So I made a simple fib retracement from this one. This could be the maximum, but then looking at the other pattern, it also shows that it could stop at this level, because if we're going to use, for example, Gartley pattern, I'm not sure if this is correct, but most probably it's correct. For it to be valid, kasi for it to be valid, the limit is up to this one, I think. Yeah, because if we're going to use, yeah, so that's going to be the limit, this one. Yeah, if we're going to use this actually is a cipher pattern. Okay, so they coincide. So using this one, X, A, B, C, D, the limit could be here. But since this is the point D already, it could go as high as, it could go higher, higher than this. But for it to form new pattern, the most it could do is not exceeding 78% of fib retracement for it to be valid for the new pattern that it's going to make. So that's why I have confidence. I have some confidence that the price could stop at this one. So what it makes a bull movement, then we can make a short trading from here down again, hopefully down to this level, or at least this level, this level. But this pattern, I think it's going to happen maybe in 2 or 3 days from now. It will take some time. Actually, it went down here, 244. Okay. So that's it. Okay? So hopefully you enjoy our webinar for this one, the use of box. So there are three advantages of using the box. One, you can project the price movement at least vertically, no? If we have box, a part of a box is could be in a lower part of the box or a higher part of the box, or the location is on the lower part of the chart or the higher part of the chart, we can anticipate the price movement of the candle, or the movement of the candle, or the limit of its movement of the candle. For example, this one, or at least in this one, I think it's already completed, or not yet. Or the other one. So we can project the limit of the movement of price, so that we would know where we are at, and our location whenever we are looking at the chart. Second use of the box is once it breaks out the box, there's always, or there's usually a recovery or retest of the previous resistance or support. So if it breaks, For example, this one, this is the box. We can remove this. So this is the box from here to here. Okay, then it broke the box, broke down the box. So it made an attempt at this point. Then after that one attempt is again. So you made an earning from this one. Or you profited about at least 10%. Maximum is about 10%. Once it made at this level, and at least you know that the price might stop at this level because you have previous support at this level. Okay, even though even though it will not stop in stop here, there's always a chance that it will retrace back to this support level, just like what happened here. It didn't stop from this level, it made it back there. Okay, then it broke down again, showed the bearish movement, but still made it back to this level. Okay, and the third is for you to identify a high profitable trade by identifying the middle part of the plan, because usually once it breaks out, at least the middle part of the box, that's the time it makes a big movement, either breakout or upward movement, or breakdown or downward movement. So those are the three important things that we can use, that we can benefit from using our RBT box. The other thing is that we can use it in combination with other strategy, like for example the RBT axe and the Z pattern, like this one. Okay, question. So that's it. Thank you so much for the question, Joshua De La Rueda. Body to body, is it body to body for the gun box? So it depends actually. If usually body to body, because we want to be conservative in our plot. Okay, especially when we are projecting price profit from the profit from the trade. We usually use body to body, but it's up to you. You can use week to week, top week to bottom week, but be sure that if you use top week, you use bottom week. If you use body, use body. Do not combine. Do not use top week, then at the support level you will use support body. So do not combine. Do not use week to body or body to week. Always use either week to week or body to body. But for me, I personally use body to body. And of course, so since this is quite new for you, so try to practice it, backtest a lot, especially for those charts that are very volatile. Okay, this is not really applicable in ranging stocks. For example, this one. So during the time that it was in range, when was that? Let's check. Oh, this one. So you might not be able to use this properly. If actually it's not really that much. It's not really in range. But some, for example, I think Dodge is in range. But at least for this one, it's very applicable. This one is not in range. Okay. So for example, this one. So if we're going to use, let's start from. It depends. Okay. For example, this one. So let's check this body, the body. Then check the 50%. I think this is a better illustration of how to properly use it and to maximize the use of box strategy. Yan. For example, although it didn't really actually hit the middle part exactly, but still, okay. So still from here, so it made a contact first at the middle part of this chart before. So I'm not sure, maybe from I'll check again. Maybe it's from here. So I think this is the one that it followed, this portion. Maybe this part. Okay, yan. At least, it made an attempt at the middle part. So from here, it reached the resistance. Then after that, it broke the support level. Okay, but if we're going to follow the first impulse for this one, so this is the middle part, this is the box, then this is the middle part. So it made an attempt here. It's in a failed attempt, and still it's going to give you an idea that it's going to break down because of our traditional chart pattern. Price is going down. We have a pole, then we have a flag, inverted flag or pole, or it depends on what you call it, right? This is actually a continuation pattern. Okay, but by the use of box, so you would know, it gives you more confidence that, oh, okay, it could go further down. It could go down further. So for this one, okay, let's see again. So another one. So let's check another box for this one. This is the highest at this is the lowest, from lowest to highest. So let's check lowest to highest. Then let's move this box from this one to this one, then to the middle. So you would see again that it retested the middle part before breaking down. So the money is actually not inside the box. The money is actually outside the box. Okay? So because inside the box, usually it takes time pa. It takes a lot of time, before, but still you can earn something inside. At least there's a 30% swing. But the swing was made only, I think, once. Okay? Because most of the time it made a consolidation here, consolidation here, consolidation here. But unlike this one, once it broke down, so it gave you 100%, 154%. So the money is actually outside the box or at the breakout. But since it's taking us a little bit longer, for example, this one, it's taking a little bit longer for this one. So we can still use inside the box. We can still trade inside the box. But the exciting thing is once it breaks out or breaks down the box. That's the exciting thing once that happens. The most exciting part of using the box. Once the price goes out of this range. Okay? Because this one actually it's just 10%, I think, or 10%. And this one is actually total of just 30%. Okay? But once it goes out of this one, it breaks down, this is where the money comes in. Okay? Once it breaks out, this is where the money comes in. This is where the money is. Okay? Again, this one. So it breaks down. This is where the money is. Okay? That's the importance of the box. For example, this one. Again, so let's make a box of this one, the whole one. Maybe this one. This one. This whole one. Then, I think the middle is this part. Or maybe we can check first this lower part. Yan. This one. There, the lower part. Okay. But I think we need to consider because it made a break of this part. Okay. So it broke the whole box. Let's see, no? So it made it broke the whole part of the box. If we're going to consider the top wick to bottom wick, so this will give you an idea. Let's see. Hopefully it happens. So we can have an idea of how much further or how much further it can go up. For example, this one. So we made from the top and to the bottom wick of this one. So we knew that it could at least made it at least to this level. So that's why. So now we have this one, and maybe we'll just use body to body again. So body to body from here to here, body to body. Then let's check the middle part. Where's the middle part? if it's body to body, the middle part is actually here. So, yan. Okay? So, this is the middle part. So, it made some attempt of the middle part. So, but there's some gap because this was the previous resistance. Then it became middle part of this one, or pause of this one. It made some attempt. Then it broke down. Okay? So, at least we could say at least it made at least partly on the middle part of this one. Then it broke down. So, the money is actually when it broke down. At least from here to there, you have about 100% of profit. Okay? It actually went a little more. Yon. Then again, you can see, this time it made now it made now a contact with our middle part of this box. Actually, it is this one, no? Yon, 50%. This is our previous box. So it broke down. It made an attempt. Okay? So made an attempt there. It broke down again. So another opportunity about 200%. But after that, okay, if we're going to just continue this one and continue this one, extend pala, extend. If we're going to extend this one, yan. If we're going to extend this one, so it didn't, after retesting this middle part, so it broke out immediately. Okay. And this is where the money now comes in. It made an attempt again to reach at least the middle part. Then, it broke out there. So, as I've said, the money is actually outside the box. So, actually, this is a one whole range. You can see, you can say that this is one whole range. This one, at least up to this one. So, that's one big range. I'm not sure if we can get middle part of this one. If this is going to be the middle part. Up to this part. Maybe this one. Then make an adjustment. So, it makes sense, no? From this one is actually so natin konti. Just a little bit. Yan. This one and this one. Yan. So, it made an attempt at the middle part again. So, once it made that attempt, so, this is now the money comes in. Okay? So, this one. So, usually, as I've said, diba, always look for the box. Because usually, that is where the money comes in. So, even though, if we're not going to use this whole range, I can see from this one, so we can remove it or we can remove all. We can just check at least this part. Ano? Oh, this is the topmost. This is the lowermost part. Then we have here the middle part. I'm not sure if we're going to use body to body. But I think it's still the same. Yan, so it made that attempt from the middle, so it played in the middle part, and after that, it broke out. Yan. And I think the rest is history. Okay? Dito, since pareho rin, so there's a small box in this part. Also, this part will identify the middle part. Okay, so first is up to this part, then made an attempt there, here, then retested, then until it broke out. So just make lots of practice using the box, then try to identify, especially those breakout or breakdown, and so that You can apply it, especially in crypto. So since there are lots of volatility, and we are actually really expecting some large breakdown of crypto prices. Or if not the breakout, it's okay. But we are really expecting some big movement of crypto. So try to practice this first, and so that we will by that time we will all be ready to use this just in case that big movement happens, and we can ride the trend. Okay, so maraming salamat, thank you so much. uh Still, who's watching here, any more question? Do you have any more question from our participants? So good PM to all of you, Ryan, JP, Billy, Hannah, Waldo, Jancy, yan, Aldo, LP Team. Sorry, our straight time frame should always be 1 hour. No, you can use this in different time frame. Actually, in this one, actually, I use this in a 1 day time frame. Especially if you are going if you will be looking for a trend, use a 1 day time frame. Okay, but you can use this in different time frame, 1 hour, 2 hours. It's up to you. What we want to see is that at least we could plot and check the volatility. And once it moves out of that box, once we plot it, then that's where we can check. Again, we can check the price movement or the probabilities of movement of the movement of candles. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sir, best TF for scalping. Usually pag scalping we use a small a lower time frame. As low as small as 1 minute time frame, 1 minute time frame we use 1 minute time frame. Especially for Z pattern, try to use Z pattern, yung the harmonic pattern for 1 minute time frame. You can do it for scalping. For newbie, what's the best indicator to use? No, there's no best indicator to use. So you really have to study the popular indicators. It's up to you. Then check what suits you. The popular indicators actually are the ones that I included in my training course for technical analysis. So included there are MACDs, ATR, Donchian channel, stochastics, RSI. I forgot the others. So it's up to you. Try to learn those first. You can use Bollinger Bands. It depends. Then once you study those and learn, then try to execute it and try to combine it with others and see what works for you. What I teach is usually the standard, and I also show what I use. Then for you to maybe try. If it works for you, then it's okay. If it's not, then you can try to use it with other combination, or you can try to learn other combination, other indicators. So okay, thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Ruel. Thank you. So thank you so much. Time check. It's 11:31. So that's good enough. I think we spent 1.5 hours for this one. So see you again on Saturday. See you tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow morning to give you some charting and technical analysis, both for stocks and crypto. Good luck to us. Good luck, especially to those who executed my trade plans. Congratulations to those to those of you who executed my trade plans for ETH, 'di ba? Most of you already profited. I think everyone profited more than 3 digits. Okay, more than 100%. And 200%, 300 to 500% is now common profit when executing my trade. So it's becoming a common thing. But there are some that got 1,300%, 1,700%, 1,500%. So congrats to all, okay? Thank you. So hoping there will be integrations of RBT box, Axe, and Z pattern. Yes, there's going to be an integration of that one. So we'll do it at least for this month. But before we do it, just be sure to really review, study, starting from the technical analysis, the 10-part training analysis, training course on technical analysis. You need to complete those first, finish those first. It will take you months to finish those and to learn those. Then after that, you can now transition from the training course on technical analysis to trading strategies. Okay, so thank you so much. See you tomorrow. And good luck on your trading. And also good luck on your studies. Thank you so much.